Hi, Omega Khaos here again with another online deck profile, and this time I am showing my update All Dice Magician deck. I haven't shown this deck for a really long time, so yeah, so I guess let's go over this deck. So first, of course, 3 All Dice Pendulum Dragon, the key card of this deck. Then 1 Xianke Magician, to of course go for that All Dice Rebellion Dragon play, and of course it's a good beater as well, but only one is really needed. Then 3 Dragon Pit Magician, a really good card because it's really good scale 8 monsters, and we don't really have many good scale 8 monsters. So, and it also has a good pendulum effect, can destroy special traps by discarding a pendulum monster. Then 1 Dragon Pulse Magician, it's also pretty good, 1800 attack, scale 1, which is pretty important if you want to pendulum summon Trump Curl, which I run in this deck, and it can destroy face-up monsters by discarding a pendulum monster. Then 2 Oath Dragon Magician, pretty good scale 2 monster. You can recycle your monsters. The pendulum effect recycles from the X deck, and the monster effect recycles from the graveyard, so it's definitely a really good card. Then 1 Noble Dragon Magician, the Pendulum Tuner in this deck, to go into your level 7 dragons. So it's definitely a really good card in this deck. Then 1 Time Gaze Magician, just as an extra scale 8 monster. Like I said, we don't have that many of them that are too good, and you can bypass the restriction of this card with Wisdom Eye anyway. So it's definitely not a bad option. Then of course 3 Wisdom Eye Magician, a really good card, of course. Yeah, get your Magician Pendulums and all that, and of course it's the storage itself, and then it's an extra level 4 monster you can pendulum summon. This card is actually limited in the OCC, and for a very good reason, and so yeah, I think it might get limited in a TCG as well in the future, depending how well this deck is going to do in the future. Right now it is one of the best decks, but of course in the future the performable deck is going to be a lot more powerful than this deck. Then I run 1 Performable Splash Mob for fusion summoning into Oda's Vortex Dragon, or a Contact Fusion into Peace Type Pendulum Dragon, because it's a Peace type monster. Then of course 3 Performable Skullbrook Crow Joker, the strat of the deck, of course really good. You're mostly not going to activate it in the pendulum zone. It has scale 8, but it has pretty heavy restriction. You can only pendulum summon Magician, Pendulum, Oda's monsters, and performable monsters. And then I run 1 performable Trump Curl to fusion someone into Vortex Dragon and Runa's Pendulum Dragon. I think it's pretty good. Then some non-pendulum monsters. 1 All-Ice Gravity Dragon, the ritual monster. It's pretty good, bounces all special traps your opponent controls to the hand, and your opponent cannot respond to it, and your opponent has to pay 500 life points to even activate anything. So it's definitely a pretty good card, a little bit hard to bring out, but both All-Ice Gravity Dragon and Ritual Spell are searchable. Then around 3 All-Ice Saber Dragon as extra All-Ice monsters. I think they are pretty good in the deck, and it has pretty good effect as well. You destroy your opponent's monster per battle, you can destroy 1 monster by your opponent controls. And it has 2800 attack. If you can run, of course, Mist Valley Epic Savion in this deck instead if you want to make this deck more competitive, but of course I really can't even afford that card at all, and I do want to, of course, make this deck in real life, but some of the cards in this deck are still pretty expensive, unfortunately, but hopefully I will be able to get those cards. Then I run two Tuning Magician for some synchro plays. You can summon this card from the hand or graveyard. If you have exactly two magicians in cards in your pendulum summons, and of course, if you normal spell summon this card, your opponent gains 400 life points and you take 400 damage. So yeah, kind of a bad effect aside from it being a tuner and you can revive it from the graveyard. So, but it's still a really good card, good discard fodder for pendulum call and all that. 10 spells, 1 Orders Fusion to go into your fusions. Only 1 is needed because you can search it out with Sky Iris, and also you have a lot of many other ways as well for fusion summoning, like Splash Mouth and Trump Girl. Then 1 Orders Advent. Of course, to ritual summon your Orders Gravity Dragon. It's searchable with Sky Iris, and it's pretty good ritual spell. You can summon your Gravity Dragon from either from the hand or graveyard, and if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters, you can just send all the monsters from the deck to the graveyard instead. So like pretty much Oda's fusion. Then around 2 Sky Iris, and a really good field spell in this deck. Of course, your pendulum scales can't be targeted, and you can destroy one face-up card to search for any Oda's card from the deck. So definitely really good. Then around 1 Chicken Game, just because you don't really want to play free Sky Iris because it can become cloggy at multiples. So around 1 Chicken Game, and of course free terraforming. So if I draw like Chicken Game and Sky Iris, then I can just activate Chicken Game, get a draw, and then activate Sky Iris on top of it. Or if any combination of terraforming, Chicken Game or Sky Iris. Then of course free terraforming to search for Sky Iris or Chicken Game, so of course for consistency. And of course free Pendulum Call to search out your magician pendulums, and then they can't be destroyed until the end of your opponent's next turn. So definitely a really powerful card. And then the only traps around currently are 3 Royal Recruiters and shut down opponent's trap cards. So this is definitely a more combo-oriented Odin Magician deck. Then extra deck space is very tight in here because you want to fit in the fusions, the synchros, and the keys monsters, and it's pretty hard sometimes. So first, Runice Pendulum Dragon, pretty good card, but you're not going to use it that much. It's just an option. Then Beast-Eyes Pendulum Dragon, also a pretty good card. Contact Fusion with Splash Mouth, and any Dark Dragon type monster. Then of course Oda's Water Dragon, a very powerful card of course. For obvious reasons, it bounces the face of attack prison monster when it's special summoned, and you can also negate anything by returning a face of pendulum monster from deck into the main deck, and then of course negate the card. So yeah, definitely really powerful card and very needed in this deck. Unfortunately, this card is pretty expensive, so I will definitely have a hard time getting it, but I will definitely hopefully get at least one of them. Then Synchros, Hot Red Dragon Archment Abyss. If you can pendulum summon your level 7 pendulum, like Oda's Pendulum Dragon or Dragon Pit, you can normal summon Tuning Magician, Synchro summon into Scarlet Dragon Archment, then you can activate Tuning Magician's effect to spell summon it, and then you can go into Hot Dragon Archment Abyss, which is a really good Synchro monster. Then around 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, of course the evolution of Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, definitely a really good card. Basically, if you can use a Noble Dragon to Synchro summon into your Clear Wing or Meteor Burst, and then use Tuning Magician to go into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. So yeah, definitely really good. Then of course Scarlet Dragon Archment, a pretty good card for sure, and the most likely to go into your hot territory announcement levels. Then of course Enlightenment Paladin, if you use Magician Pendulum monster as a single material for this card, you can get a spell card from the graveyard back to the hand, and it has a Flame Wingman type effect as well. Then the Metal Burst Dragon, pretty good for some rank 7 combos, and your opponent can't activate monster effects in the battle phase. And of course Cleaving Synchro Dragon, and of course a really good level 7 Synchro, like you probably know. The Exist monsters, first the Civilian Dragon. Of course I don't think I have to explain this card, really good for OTK plays and all that. Then 2 Oda's Absolute Dragon, another really good card in this deck. And if this Exist card is sent to graveyard, you can summon Oda's monster from the extra deck, like Vortex Dragon, and the first effect is pretty good as well, can negate attacks and then revive Oda's monster from the graveyard. Then some rank 4s as well, Dark Ribbon Exist Dragon, of course really good, and Costa's Campus Musketeer. So yeah, so this was my update of the Magician deck with all the structure deck support and support from Breakers of Shadow as well. I'm definitely looking forward to putting this deck in real life as well. Not sure if I will. It probably won't be the same version as this deck for some time, but I will definitely try to build something similar to this, depending if I can get all the cards needed. So I hope you enjoyed this online deck profile. For now, goodbye and Omega Khaos out.